What's up, guys? Crack back with another pack. Okay, today we got another unfortunate incident with the individual by the name of Jayland Walker, a 25-year-old male from Akron, Ohio, the home of LeBron James. I'm just going to read a quote from the Akron Beacon Journal. The hail of more than 90 bullets fired by the police at Jayland Walker early Monday sounds like a whole brick of fireworks going off in what attorney Bobby DeCello describes as an unbelievable scene. The attorney for Walker's family told the Beacon Journal on Friday night he's worried about how people will react to the brutal police body cam video, which shows the 25-year-old black male running away from officers. DeCello said he was sharing details of the video before its Sunday release by Akron police to help the community prepare for what it will show, stressing Walker's family wants peace to be maintained. Okay, as you all probably heard by now, what happened to Mr. Walker, but you know how we do it over here. We're going to start from the beginning, like always, and we're going to work our way through and get to the end and show part of that body cam. And this time, I'm not really going to give my opinion on it, like in the Shalonda Anderson Lofton case, but in this one, I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear how you guys feel about this. So we're going to do it like we always do. Let's get to that now.
Justice for Jayland Walker. Justice for Jayland Walker. Y'all shot him over 90 times. You think it's funny? You think it's funny?
All I talk is crack, I can get the brick out. I put in the work and never, no nigga can never just say that I look.
Yeah, I don't understand what's so funny about that. Like, why would you even be smirking? That's neither here nor there. I just needed to put that out there. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start from the beginning. Oh, I forgot to mention, y'all. I got some 911 audio also, official audio that we're going to have through here. We're going to have some body cam footage, and we're going to go through some news clips like we always do. So the first news clip, what you have to understand is Mr. Jayland had a police pursuit 24 hours prior to that. So I'm going to play the news clip of that incident, and then we're going to come back and talk about it. Okay, let's get to that clip now.
Investigator Marissa Sines, who has been following that story since it began early Monday, joins us right now with the breaking details of a second police chase involving Walker. Hi, Marissa.
Hi, Russ. Good evening. We obtained this report detailing the chase that unfolded in an Akron suburb just 24 hours before Walker's death.
The call came in early Sunday morning. It's an eerily familiar scene. A New Franklin police officer attempting to pull over a gray Buick with a broken taillight, leaving a Subway shop on Manchester Road around 2:30 in the morning. Instead of stopping, the driver sped up, and police followed, speeds nearing 50 miles per hour. It was all over within 2 minutes, police noting the license plate number and ending the pursuit at the city limits.
We want the community to know about this chase. Here's why. He walked home from that chase.
Less than 24 hours later, that same car with the same broken taillight would draw the attention of Akron police. The car and the driver are the same, 25-year-old Jayland Walker.
Do you understand? He lived to tell the tale. And that's exactly what should have happened here. There was no reason to kill him. None.
Just like the night before, Walker, who worked as a DoorDash driver, did not stop. Neither did Akron police.
Okay, as you can see, Mr. Walker was on a high-speed chase just less than 24 hours before this tragic situation that we're talking about now, right? So I started to think, I was wondering what was up with him, maybe trying to get in his head like what was going on, just trying to figure out why he would be in 2 police pursuits within 24 hours. And then I found this clip, and I could be wrong, but maybe this may have something to do with why he was evading the police. Or it could be maybe the police out there, he just didn't want to pull over for whatever reason. But I'm going to play this clip, and we're going to come back and talk about it. Okay, let's do that now.
His shimmering light dimmed by the recent death of his fiancée in a car crash.
Okay, so as you can see, Mr. Walker has lost his girlfriend in a car crash recently. So I'm trying to just put my head in where he was. He probably was stressed out. That doesn't give him the right to run from the law. But at the end of the day, I still want you guys to understand that maybe he was in a certain space where he just needed to get away, and that's probably why he was doing the things he did. Not putting any blame on this young man, just trying to get in his head and understand what was going on. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the beginning. The first news clip that came out about this situation. We're going to play that, and then we're going to come back and talk about it. Okay, let's get to that now.
Tonight, one person is dead after an overnight traffic stop led police on a chase throughout Akron. It ended with police opening fire. We're getting new information tonight on what happened, even as that investigation is still ongoing.
3 News Investigates Marissa Science has been digging in and has those details for us.
This South Akron Bridgestone facility now the focal point of a BCI investigation. In a time span of just 4 minutes, Akron police say what started as a traffic stop ended with police officers shooting and killing a man. 12:30 a.m. Monday morning, Talmadge Avenue. Police attempt to stop a driver who flees, heading down Route 8.
Pretty much on the on-ramp onto Route 8, officers reported hearing gunshots from the vehicle.
Reaching speeds up to 80 miles per hour, weaving in and out of side streets, the chase comes to an end on East Wilworth Road. According to Akron police, the driver jumped from the slowed car, running through the Bridgestone parking lot. Police firing their weapon. No details of how many officers did so released to us Monday afternoon.
So we're still trying to sort out, did he have a gun? Where was the gun if he had a gun?
But sources close to the investigation telling 3 News Tonight at least 8 officers were involved in the chase and that the suspect was shot more than a dozen times. Police unable to confirm, citing an ongoing investigation.
You know, a lot of things to this investigation to try to piece together to find out how we got from point A to the outcome that we ended up with. It's my understanding that right now, yes, has been handed over to BCI.
Yeah, Akron PD did tell us that there is body cam video that will be released in the next week that will give us a lot of details as to whether or not the suspect did have or fire a weapon. Police have not released the name of the person that was involved and killed early this morning. Now, they did tell us that there are several officers on paid administrative leave, but again, would not confirm how many officers that consists of. Laura.
All right, Marissa Science live for us in Akron tonight. Marissa, thanks.
Okay, as you can see, they don't have a name of the individual yet. They don't know if he had a weapon. They really don't know too much, right? So I just wanted to put that out there to let you guys know this is the beginning of what they had before we get to the next clip. Let's get to that now. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Audio Crack 22 on all platforms.
And we want to bring you up to speed because we do have some new details following a police shooting that left an unarmed Akron man dead early Monday morning. The autopsy report shows multiple Akron police officers fired dozens of shots. 3 News Investigates Marissa Science is live in Akron with the latest developments. Marissa?
Betsy, good evening to you. The Summit County Medical Examiner's Office has not released the final autopsy report just yet, but our investigative team was able to get an inside look at photos and documents a part of that file to help us understand how this shooting played out.
Inside the Summit County Medical Examiner's Office lie details of how Jayland Walker, a 25-year-old black male, was shot and killed by Akron police in this Bridgestone facility parking lot Monday morning. Over 150 photos of Walker's wounds show more than 60 bullet fragments, many found on the front of Walker's body. 3 News Investigates first told you Monday 8 officers fired over 90 rounds of shots. Today, a source close to the investigation tells us 7 of those officers were white, 1 of them black. Some of the final rounds of bullets striking Walker as he was on the ground. This morning, the medical examiner's office ruled Walker's death a homicide. Our same source close to the investigation told 3 News Investigates, quote, use of force cases are always ugly. This case is ugly times 10. Walker was shot and killed after fleeing a traffic stop on the north side of Akron early Monday morning, leading police on a high-speed chase through the city, firing at least 1 shot during the pursuit. Autopsy records show a gun was found in Walker's car after the shooting.
I do want to note that just minutes ago there was a joint statement from the Akron of the city, or the mayor of the city of Akron and Akron Police, reading in part, quote, "We do want to reassure our citizens that more information will be coming in the following days, including the body-worn camera footage that recorded this incident." That's just part of the statement. You can read the full statement on our website. I do want to note, after reviewing the medical examiner records this morning, the chief of Akron Police called us asking to address the investigation thus far. Coming up at 6, we'll tell you why city officials and Akron Police are bracing for an emotional response. Betsy.
All right, Marissa, thank you.
60 bullet fragments, 60 bullet wounds for an unarmed man, as they say, right? They did say they found a weapon inside the vehicle, but on person, they did not find a weapon, so he was unarmed when he was chased, correct? You also had 8 officers that fired their weapons at this unarmed man. The medical examiner also referencing that this case is really ugly. And then last but not least, we have that they say that Mr. Walker fired a shot from outside of his car on the police chase, right? Which we'll get to later with the body cam footage. But before we get to that, let's get to the Akron Police Department's official dispatch. And let's listen to what they have to say, and then we're going to come back and talk about it. Let's get to that now.
By the front desk, Akron's in a pursuit right now. Sounded like gunshots got fired. Had to fall behind a unit to let you know they're activated with them.
Oh, that was Akron and gunshots.
Getting off at Talmadge, an Akron unit in pursuit of the vehicle. Sounded like a fire was a gunshot was just at their cruiser from the suspect vehicle. There's no unit with that car. Separation of all the at the time being making more active with it.
Suspect shot at Akron's cruiser.
It sounded like a gunshot. The cruiser then try to get away from it. And moved across the roadway to dodge the vehicle gunshot.
Okay, that's the Akron Police Department official 911 dispatch call. And as you heard in the beginning, they did report that he heard a gunshot come out of the vehicle, right? He also said that he aimed it at a cruiser and the officer had to swerve out of the way, correct? But then at the end, he doubled back and said he thinks it was a gunshot. So we're not really sure at this point in time what it was. But like I said, when we get to the body cam footage, we'll actually get to see it a little clearer and see if he actually shot out of his vehicle and if a cruiser was actually next to him and had to fall back. I want you guys to pay attention to that when we get there. Okay, let's move on to the next clip.
And good evening. Thanks for being with us.
Tonight calls for answers in Akron after the chase and fatal police shooting of Jayland Walker. We have team coverage for you tonight. Amani Abraham is standing by where a group of protesters gathered earlier today to support Jayland Walker.
But first, 3 News investigates Marissa Sines sat down for an emotional, exclusive interview with Walker's family. Marissa, good evening.
Russ, good evening to you. As we can all imagine, this has been a heartbreaking, emotional week for the Walker family. But in the end, they have just one question.
Why? A sometimes simple, yet often complex question, especially for a heartbroken mother and sister. The answers they seek increasingly elusive.
I love you, Mom. After every text. I love you, Jayland. After every text.
Why won't he light up Sunday dinners with pranks of laughter? Why this carefree spirit is now silenced?
Why did this happen? And in such a manner, such a terrible, terrible way.
They want to know why Akron police opened fire, striking down the 25-year-old in a flurry of gunshots.
We just want to know what happened and why did this have to happen to him.
He was Pamela Walker's only son, Jada's only brother. But early Monday morning, police say Jayland fled in his car from officers, firing a gun along the way. 4 minutes later, he ran from his car to a parking lot. What happened next is unclear, but 8 officers would open fire.
I'm just profoundly sad. That's all I can say. I have never been so sad in my life, and I wouldn't wish this feeling on anybody.
Jayland went to Bookdale High and aspired to one day run his own company. He was a delivery driver who loved to travel. A speeding ticket, his only encounter with police. His shimmering light dimmed by the recent death of his fiancée in a car crash.
Definitely not his destiny. Not his destiny.
Now left to mourn again, emotions running in their minds and heart. They want peace now, and that one answer they may never fully understand.
Because I'm angry. I'm sick as a mother that it came to that. If they would have spent 5 minutes with him, it would never have ended that way.
Now, they're not sure they will get those answers in a meeting with Akron Police Chief Steve Milet, who reached out offering to show the family the body cam footage of Jayland's death. Now, that video is expected to be really difficult to watch as officers fired over 90 rounds, striking Jayland's body over 60 times.
Okay, first, I want to give my condolences to Jayland's family. It's got to be tough for a mother to come and have to speak for her son that quickly. So I want to commend her for that. Also, I want to point out that Jayland did not have a criminal record. The only thing he ever had was a speeding ticket. So that for a busted headlight, I don't know. But what they're doing now is speaking a lot about this body cam footage, which I have one of them. There are about 13 of them. I can't really play those, and I won't play those. So we're going to play one of them, the original one that they released first. And I'm going to kind of stop it in between there so we can talk about what's going on so you guys are up to speed. Okay, let's get to that clip now. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Audio Crack 22 on all platforms.
On Monday, June 27th, 2022, at 12:30 in the morning, Akron police officers attempted to stop a silver Buick on East Talmadge Avenue near Thayer Street. Officers informed dispatch that the reason for the stop was for a traffic violation as well as an equipment violation. The driver of the vehicle refused to stop, and officers initiated a vehicle pursuit as the vehicle was nearing the East Talmadge Avenue entrance ramp to Route 8 southbound. Approximately 40 seconds after the driver of the vehicle fled from the attempted stop, a sound consistent with a gunshot can be heard on the body-worn cameras of the officers. Officers notified dispatch that a shot came out of the suspect's car door.
Getting on to 8 South from Talmadge, reason for stop was traffic. Equipment violation. Okay. 21 shots fired. That vehicle just had a shot come out of its door.
At the time of the sound, a flash of light can be seen along the driver's side of the suspect vehicle.
Okay, as you can see, they're trying to say that he popped a shot out of the window. Now, if you asking me, hey, Crack, what you see, honestly, I really can't see if he shot anything out of the driver's side. I can see a flash, but that could have been maybe my cell phone. I hit the cell phone light. I'm not sure, but I'm just telling you what I see. I really don't see a shot out that front window. Now, remember earlier I was telling you guys to pay attention to the dispatch call. Now I'm going to play a little snippet from that, and let's see if it lines up to what they're saying. Okay, let's get to that now.
Suspect shot at Akron's cruiser.
It sounded like a gunshot. Cruiser then try to get away from and moved across the roadway to dodge the vehicle gunshot.
So he's saying that the cruiser moved across the freeway to dodge the gunshots. I'm asking y'all, is that what y'all see in this video when that fire comes out? Because this is the police that's released a list. So if the police are releasing it, then they're saying what it is. But sometimes when you get to them dispatch calls, you can find some things in there that just don't match up. So, I mean, get in the comment box and let me know how you feel about that. I don't know. I'm looking at it, and it looks like they're trailing him very far, you know, so giving him a good cushion. So that's just my opinion. So let's move on with the clip. Let's do that now.
The vehicle pursuit continued on the expressway for several minutes, and the suspect vehicle exited onto the Archwood Avenue ramp. The pursuit proceeded through several city streets until he neared the intersection of East Wilbeth Road and Claremont Street. At that point, the driver slowed down and exited through the passenger side door of the moving vehicle wearing a ski mask.
Okay, this is where they're saying that Jayland exited the passenger side door with a ski mask on and just started to run. With nothing in his hands, just him with a ski mask on, running. Okay, let's move on.
The suspect fled from the vehicle on foot, turning and facing officers momentarily. He continued to run, evading arrest. Officers attempted to safely take the suspect into custody by deploying their tasers.
Okay, again, Jayland is out of the vehicle, hands-free. I want to make that clear. Running, and the officers actually pulled out their tasers. Why he didn't go down, I'm not sure. Was he on something? We don't know that. We haven't got a toxicology report yet, but we will be here if it comes to let you guys know. But it seems to me that it looks like the police pulled out their tasers from what they say. Okay, let's move on.
The deployment of tasers was unsuccessful, and the suspect continued to flee on foot. As the foot chase reached the nearby parking lot, the suspect stopped and quickly turned towards the pursuing officers.
Okay, at this time, the police actually have their weapons, their service weapons out now, and they're chasing him around. And as you can see, I had to cover it up a little bit because just out of respect for his mother. But as you can see, his hands are free and he's just running around. It's probably about 8 to 9 cops out there at this time. So I just wanted to make that clear that he still has nothing in his hand, and they've been chasing him for a while to really see that he has no weapon, period, at this point in time. Okay, let's move on.
Officers reacted by discharging their firearms, striking the suspect. Under visual inspection of the suspect's vehicle, a handgun, a loaded magazine for a handgun, and what appears to be a gold wedding ring were observed in plain view on the driver's seat.
Okay, as you can see, there is a weapon there, and it's a gold ring there. The weapon is in the back seat. It is loaded, but the clip is out. So maybe, let's just hypothetically speak, maybe when he was going down the freeway, maybe he was trying to get the clip out and the gun went off. That's just allegedly. I'm just throwing that out there. But the reason why I wanted to stop it here again is because this is the reason why I feel like Jayland actually had his fiance on his mind at this time, because next to the weapon, he has his ring, and he was about to get married to this young lady, and she did lose her life in a car crash. So maybe, like I said, that was laying on his heart heavy, and maybe it caused him to not want to stop for the police for whatever his reasons are. But I truly believe that he was thinking about her when he was doing this. Let's move on. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Audio Crack 22 on all platforms.
We will now show you the body-worn camera footage from the officer who was first involved in the pursuit. The video will start at the beginning of the pursuit and will end with the shooting of Mr. Jayland Walker. I want to offer caution for everyone that is watching that this video may be disturbing to some viewers, to many viewers, as it contains graphic images and language. For many reasons, it is difficult to watch. At the request of the Walker family, we have blurred Mr. Walker's body in the shooting event.
motherfucker! Yeah, fucker!
Okay, that's as much as I can show you. We all know what happened after that. You could go to the local news and see it on the news if that's what you want to do. But I want to point out that the officer that ran up, he actually said, I can't really make it out, but I believe he said he has a gun, or there's a gun, and maybe from the pop shot that he thought it was, or maybe was it that he looked into was he close enough to look into the car and see the gun on the back seat? I'm not sure, but there was a call that he had a gun when he fled, so maybe that's why the aggression. I don't know. Okay, let's move on to my final thoughts. Okay, final thoughts. What did we learn today? We learned that Jayland was in a police pursuit 24 hours prior to being in this fatal police pursuit, right? We also learned that Jayland lost his fiance not too long ago from this incident. So maybe that might have had something to do with why he wouldn't pull over for the police, right? We also learned that Jayland had 60 fragments in his body. So he was shot 60 times. They also said that there was about 90 shots altogether, right? And last but not least, we also learned that Jayland was shot by 8 officers, 7 white officers and 1 black officer. And I'm going to leave you with this. I don't care what Jayland did. I don't care if he had a weapon. I don't care about none of that. No one deserves to get shot over 60 times, especially when you don't produce a weapon and point it at a police officer and you're running around with your hands out. They know that you don't have a weapon, or they should know that you don't have a weapon. So no matter what happened, no matter what he did, he didn't deserve to die like this. I want to send my condolences to Jayland's family. And I also want to say rest in peace to Jayland and rest in peace to Jayland's fiance. No one deserves to lose their life like this. It's senseless. I'm going to leave it at that.
Why would they kill him like that? And then they stand here and they laugh and they come out here like gang members and make us get out the street. We got to listen to them, but they don't want to listen to us. This is not right.
Justice for Jayland!
Justice for Jayland!
Justice for Jayland!
Jayland's life matters!
Jayland's life matters!
Jayland's life matters!
Jayland's life matters!
Jayland's life matters! Right. And I'm telling you, we're not going nowhere every day for Jayland Walker. Every day they gonna tell us, and we do not want to hear nothing that black man gotta say. He look like an idiot. Because they didn't say nothing. They made him talk for them. We asked them. We asked them. They guns don't even hold 60 rounds, so what the hell was that all about?
What do you want to see happen?
I want justice for Jayland. I want them to be prosecuted. I want them to go to jail like they would prosecute a murderer. Because that's what they did. They need to go. They need to go. It's not right. And if they keep letting this shit happen, they gonna keep doing it to us. Then when we react, that's when they had a reason to kill us. Every time we do something, they flying. You see 60,000 cops. What the hell for one crime? No. They should have been somewhere finding somebody that was doing something wrong instead of messing with Jayland. That's how shit always happens. They so stupid, they don't even realize what they be doing. On this side of town, somebody getting shot down, and you fucking shooting down a kid that don't got nothing to do with nothing. This is horrible. We gon' get justice for Jayland Walker. Period.
Thank you to my subs. Thank you to my members. Without y'all, it's no me. Until next time.
All I talk is crack, I can get the brick out. I put in the work and never, no nigga can ever just say that I looked